A Wisconsin man had malice on his mind when he entered his in-laws' residence with the intent to kill. Fortunately for the couple, everything that could go wrong for him did. But Lou was relentless. One would think that after being stabbed 17 times and being on a ventilator for a couple of days, he would have learned his lesson from his run-in with his in-laws. That still didn't deter Michael Lou. He was still out for blood.
He's dead set on having his wife and his in-laws killed.
36-year-old Michael was ordered to turn himself into custody at the Waukesha County Huber Detention Facility by December 2nd. He was facing jail time for a domestic battery conviction from July and an order of protection violation. Lou was from Oak Creek. He was employed as a director of engineering. Just a day before he should report to the work release facility, he traveled 40 miles south of Chicago to Will County to attack his soon-to-be ex-wife's parents. His vehicle was parked down the street. He walked to the residence armed with a handgun and basically laid in wait. "We don't know how long he was outside the residence," said Deputy Chief Dan Jungles. While the couple were in their living room, he fired several shots at them through the window. When he realized that all the bullets failed to make contact, he used his tool to break the sliding glass. Upon entering, Lou began firing more shots, but his gun malfunctioned. He then proceeded to use a knife to stab his 66-year-old mother-in-law several times. Her 68-year-old husband came to her defense and was stabbed numerous times in the encounter. However, Lou underestimated his father-in-law, who was a wrestler in high school. The husband wrestled Lou to the ground and took away the knife. He stabbed Lou an estimated 17 times. On December 1st, 2022, at around 6:45 p.m., deputies with the Will County Sheriff's Office were sent to an address on the 2600 block of Shady Grove Court for a report of a shooting. This was located in the unincorporated community of Crete. Deputies located 3 individuals needing immediate medical attention. They were bleeding profusely due to various injuries. The Will County Sheriff's Office reports all 3 individuals were cut and stabbed with a knife and possibly shot. They began life-saving measures until EMS arrived. EMS brought them to a nearby hospital in critical condition and later transferred them to a Chicago area hospital for additional treatment. If it were not for the quick action taken by the first-year deputies on scene, 3 lives may have been lost that day, said Sheriff Mike Kelly. The elderly woman was released shortly, but her husband remained hospitalized. His condition stabilized after a while. The sheriff's office said Lou was so badly injured, he was on a ventilator for days before deputies could get a statement. At the Crete residence, deputies recovered a knife and a gun which they brought into evidence. As the investigation progressed, investigators learned a possible motive in the case was a tumultuous divorce between Lou and the daughter of the Crete couple, the sheriff's office said. Will County Sheriff's Office detectives were notified that a bench warrant was issued for Lou on December 5th by a Waukesha County judge for failing to appear for his previous conviction in court. On November 30th, Judge Doro sentenced Michael Lou to 4 months in the Waukesha County Jail, specifically the Huber Work Release Facility. He pleaded guilty to 3 misdemeanors of battery and criminal damage to property and contact after a domestic abuse arrest. He was convicted of punching his wife in the shoulder and smashing his children's iPad. Lou violated the no-contact order in place by repeatedly calling his wife. According to the criminal complaint, Lou told a friend, "I'm going to kill one of the kids and me," the complaint states. Lou later told an officer, "It was a joke, and he did not mean the statement." Doro gave him 2 days, until 6 p.m. on December 2nd, to report to the work release facility. The judge who had recently announced her Supreme Court candidacy was criticized for allowing that 2 days leniency, which could have ended as a tragic double homicide in the unincorporated community of Crete. In a statement on Wednesday, Wisconsin Democrats blasted Doro. Jennifer Doro's poor judgment put a victim of domestic violence and their family in direct danger. "Our thoughts are with them as they recover from this horrific event," said Devin Remacher, Wisconsin's Democratic director. "Her decision was disastrous and put a domestic abuser ahead of public safety. Doro said at the time Liu had no prior criminal history, and Wisconsin statutes do allow judges to grant defendants up to 60 days before beginning their jail sentence. On December 6th, detectives secured the no bond warrant from a judge for several offenses. Michael Liu faces charges of 2 counts of attempted murder, 5 counts of home invasion, aggravated discharge of a firearm, residential burglary, 2 counts of aggravated domestic battery, 4 counts of aggravated battery, and criminal trespass to a residence. In late December, Liu was indicted on 18 criminal counts in connection with the heinous attack on his in-law. He remained behind bars without bond after appearing before a Will County judge on January 5, 2023. But even then, Liu could not be contained. He still wanted his in-laws dead, and from the walls of his jailhouse, he was planning on having someone else carry out the attack. It is alleged that Liu approached inmates in jail in January 2023 about hiring a hitman to kill witnesses associated with the case.
This guy's a menace to society.
According to the criminal complaint, Liu allegedly offered to pay $20,000 for the murders. The Will County Sheriff's Office got wind of this.
We sent our detectives down right away, and they interviewed the inmate, determined it to be, very credible information. He would take $10,000 up front, and then another $10,000 when it was delivered.
Liu was recorded discussing his plans of hiring a hitman with other inmates in the facility. Police said additional charges may be filed against Liu in the future.